Hello to day 13 of Vlogmas. Here we are again. And as you can see, I lit the candles. Or maybe you can't even see it with that distance, but I did. I tried to get it running. It didn't run. Like, it didn't want to turn on the heat of the candles. So I will have to fill more with the little wood stuff here, the distance of the candles, and I will do that with daylight and not while it's super dark and I just want to enjoy the candles. I'm always a bit scared of starting a fire when I fiddle around while the candles are burning, especially when I can't really see what I'm doing. So, Advent calendar content. I'm a bit of a mess today. I started with a shower and then walked into my studio. I rinsed the yarn I dyed yesterday. As expected, the reds were a bit, had a bit of dye left over in the dye pot. I threw in some mini skeins for that yesterday evening, but yeah, still. There was too much dye in that wine red one. I expected it. The bleeding wasn't too bad. It was very light, and I call that bleeding, and I know other professional dyers call that. What the hell are you talking about? I just like my yarn to be clean. Sorry, I'm a perfectionist. So, but the yarn is fine because it's for me, so I don't really care. But I now know that I shouldn't be putting that much dye in for seal yarn. And then I was already cleaning my beads and I didn't have my camera. I didn't even have breakfast yet. I then went down. I already heard the news. Let's not get into politics that are not my own country. So, but still, hugs, love, tissues, everything you need. Passing them around. And I went and bought my biggest yarn order so far, I think. So there's now 14 kilos of undyed yarn on the way. And you will have the pleasure of seeing that box arrive, hopefully next week. There are a lot of packages arriving today, and that's what messing up my rhythm and such. Last night there came a package. I contemplated not unpacking it. Let me put away that bottle of beer and save that for later. I will show you that package first because it is next to me and it is so gorgeous. I contemplated unpacking here, but it was really well packaged and it was a good thing I didn't. Here is part one. I have ordered at Spin Jones. I was totally enabled by my lovely friend Angela, who added those little samples in my advent calendar. And well, since I already had my eye on this, and it was sold out when I ordered fiber from her when I was in the UK, I thought, let me get it now while I can. So this is a rainbow pack, watercolors, and I think this is a merino and silk blend. And this is another rainbow pack, and this is indeed also merino and silk. And these are all 10 or 20 gram mini bumps. The color is not perfect, but you get the rainbowy feel from this probably. So those are two bright rainbows. Then I have this muddle rainbow pack. And this is merino, mangslochten and tussensilk. And this is 6 times 20 grams. And I'm really noticing I like spinning those short bits and making mini skeins at the moment. So it was nice to order those. And then the thing I had on my wish list, and I bought from Christmas money I got from my mom. The big Spin Jones sample box, and it is packed so pretty. 2 little bags of tea and her cards, which I will show you in a sec, but no, you have to see this. I mean, the tissue paper is already gorgeous with little white hearts, but then this. People, this is color heaven for creative people like me. I feel the need to sort it, to get it out and get it back in again, and get it out and get it back in again. I know, I'm crazy like that. I just want to have that box open and look at it all day like this, and I might need a napkin or a bib to stop the drooling. I also need that because I got new braces in today. Yeah, that's the way I feel now. Right, super tight. So yeah, I am absolutely happy with this and totally overwhelmed from everything else happening. So very much enjoying that. And here is her card. Spin Jones, and she is on Etsy, and she's from the UK. And 2 nice pukas, 1 vanilla chai and 1 wild apple and cinnamon organic. Yum, yum, yum. So that was the Spin Jones order that arrived last night, and this morning, oh, we wanted to have a new clock for, I don't even know how many months. I think the kitchen was placed in June, so that's 6 months ago, 5.5. And yeah, we have done the whole renovation, but we didn't put up the clock again because I was bored with that. I have had it for 16 years probably. I bought it a very long time ago, and sometimes one of those arms just droops down because it isn't working that well anymore, and it stops a lot as well. So I thought it was time for a new one, and I looked for one in the same idea because I love that idea of just open arms and not too much fuss and a big rim. So here is our new clock. It has rainbow pegs. Ha ha ha. Robert also fell in love with it. He totally agreed with me that this was the clock we needed, but it wasn't super cheap, so we got it from Christmas money. Finally. It's totally worth it if you think of how long it will last, but yeah, still. And then also another package came. My vitamins for the month. And I'm not going to show you because I do not want to trap you in an MLM. If you want to know more about essential oils and vitamins, you can always send me a message, but I will be honest. So it is an MLM, and in basically a pyramid scheme, in my opinion. I think that was it, an MLM. Whatever, pyramid scheme. So let's go on with advent calendars. Robert opened his beer one. Marseillaise, something from France today, in his beer wolf. No clue because I do not read French. And this one is Mikkeler, and this one is from Denmark. And they put it, yeah, this is just beer. That's all it says. It's beer. It is from a Danish one, and it was, oh, it was made in Belgium. But I guess that's because it was for the Beery Christmas. It's a special one again. In my gin advent is one I am not going to be too fond of probably. It is chocolate and orange. If there's one thing I cannot eat, it's chocolate and orange together. Even eating an orange and half an hour later eating chocolate will make me very sick. I already had that as a child, so I dislike the combination of orange and chocolate. So I'm not sure what this will do. Maybe I'll just give it to my mom. She apparently likes gin. I never knew until I started drinking gin. But she has a different taste than I. She doesn't like it sweet. She wants it dry. So maybe that's not. It is a London dry gin, so it might be. Squizzle yarn. Oh. Still in that gorgeous watery coral reefy. The things I think of when I'm underwater in Australia. Never been there, just saw it and just my mind. The tea, a lemon mate tea. I don't think I ever had a mate tea. Curious about that. Then for the LSG swap one. Oh, another 1000 schön halbstarkes Frühlingsspecial. Number 1 or number 3. So a German nice and sturdy sock yarn. Then what do let's do this one. Hat roll based. And today we have, we're going another direction. And this is silver sparkle and very sparkly. No clue if the camera catches it. And it is a bit of light purple pastel and a bit of beige brownish. Not sure if you can really see it. And there's also speckles in there. Really nice. Not my usually what I'm usually attracted to. I'm saving the best for last. I didn't know yet that it rattles. So, spinning advent is this colorful bump. I'm already throwing with it. It's good that it's soft. It didn't break. Interesting. There's little bits of nylon in there, probably from other ones in that same big bag. But I can see if I can spin them in there. And this is a really long, these look like locks again. Locks that have been made into fiber top, I guess. And a little bit of bare chocolate unbound from Angela today. From the shape I was already expecting something like that. This is Meadow Yellow, 23 micron merino and mulberry silk by Spin Jones. Hope you can see that. Oh, that yellow is gorgeous. And the best thing is, now I have the box, so I have 2 of each, or not of each, but of a few colors, and I just have a little bit bigger mini skein. And also lemon vitality tea, green tea, and a box of Smarties. Oh, that has been ages since I had Smarties. And of course I love them because they are rainbowy colored. So that is the advent stuff and packages that already came in. I am expecting more packages. Robert already got one, but it just popped into the mail box. Didn't have to open the door to anyone. But this afternoon he will get a new beard trimmer. I do his hair and he does his beard by himself, but I always have issues with behind the ears, and he has issues here and making it really nice and neat. So we got him a smaller trimmer instead of the big one. And no clue if more will pop up. I know there's some things on the way, but for today I have at least planned to work. I have to twist the yarn for the wholesale order and then label it, and then I can package it and we can pop it in the post tomorrow. I also plan to make the stitch markers. I cleaned the new Christmas trees and snowman, and they will probably just go soft launch into the shop and be in stock again. I will do a shout out, but not a huge launch with, oh, next week I will do, no, just hi, this is in the shop now again. And there will also be 2 skeins of Koi Pond available again. So that's something to look forward to if you like that colorway. It is on soft sock, so just saying. Yeah, I will see you back later. I'll probably make a nice time lapse of me twisting all the yarn. I hope you enjoyed watching me work today. I will end it with this happy bunch that is now available again in the shop. And I just think it's so cute. Finger for scale. I mean, I know I have pretty big fingers, but yeah. So that's in the shop. 2 skeins of Koi Pond is in the shop. Bits and pieces that I always sort out. That's why I always try the lobster clasp before I attach it. And then I also found this bunch. It tingles because they have bells, but I couldn't find my Christmas ornament that I wanted to put in the shop only until this afternoon. I think it's too late. See, these have hats. Scale of stitch marker and Christmas ornament. It's quite a difference. And little angels, and little Santas. So yeah, those will have to wait until next year unless someone screams really hard now and says, I want that one, because it's gonna rain all week and I can't do any photography. I might try if I might be able to if I put the lights on, but I'm also winding down for the Christmas vacation and trying to do less instead of more. I'm already working very hard with admin stuff and a roundup of the year and trying to figure out post issues for next year, all new rules and regulations and such. So I've been emailing back and forth with the postal service person, and I would like to basically strangle her through the computer. So yeah, that's why I do not have that much energy. Look at this one. This is a silver glass, and this one is like oil slick shiny. So pretty. So yeah, I will see you back tomorrow. I will have an evening alone with Netflix and that second sleeve. So bye bye.